The locker room is supposed to be sacred, a place where everything stays in-house. But some people can't resist stirring the pot, especially when the tension is this wild. The Lakers are caught in a scandal the league has never seen explode like this. Word around the insiders is that LeBron and Luka got into a heated moment behind closed doors, and it all came from something LeBron never thought he'd face, being replaced overnight. But what happened next will blow your mind.
Luka didn't just show up in Los Angeles. He walked in and shifted the entire hierarchy in one step. The moment Luka touched down, the whole organization started moving around him. Suddenly, LeBron, the man who controlled this franchise for 6 straight years, wasn't the first voice the squad listened to anymore. Luka was. And fans saw the proof straight up when Pelinka walked right past LeBron after a recent game and followed Luka into the tunnel instead. You could see the disbelief all over LeBron's face. The throne is slipping, Luka is rising, and LeBron feels that pressure loud and clear. Today, we're breaking down everything from that tunnel moment to the choices that sparked the locker room tension. If you're enjoying this breakdown and want to see more explosive NBA content like this, make sure to hit that subscribe button and turn on notifications so you never miss the drama. From the team's body language to the front office behavior, everything now revolves around Luka Doncic. He's the one making the big plays, the one teammates lean toward, the one getting the smiles, the shoulder taps, and all the hype that used to be reserved for LeBron. This isn't gossip, just watch the games. Look at the numbers. Luka is dropping triple-doubles, hitting wild shots, and boosting the whole squad. LeBron is still hooping, of course, but it's obvious there's a new shot caller in town. Everybody knows the front office is building the next decade around Luka. Even the Lakers' social team is showing the shift. More Luka highlights, more Luka reactions, more Luka mic'd-up clips, while LeBron's spotlight has gotten noticeably lighter. Even legends LeBron looked up to are now talking about Luka like he's the one carrying the league forward. And all of this is happening while LeBron is still in uniform. LeBron always knew Luka would be the future, but he never expected the franchise to flip this fast, this publicly, and this completely. Luka isn't just another star. He's the reason the Lakers are changing their whole future plan. And for the first time in his career, LeBron might actually feel pushed aside. Since LeBron has always been the main figure everywhere he's played, this shift hits different. People still remember the drama back in 2010 when he left Cleveland for Miami. So imagine how it feels now seeing the spotlight drift to someone else. The blockbuster trade that changed everything. When the news broke that Luka Doncic was heading to the Lakers in exchange for Anthony Davis and a few extra pieces, the entire NBA world went into shock. This wasn't just another trade. This was a blockbuster nobody saw coming. A prime all-NBA superstar shipped from the Mavericks to the Lakers. Moves like that rarely happen. As soon as the trade became official, the reactions went off. Fans, analysts, former players, everybody was shocked. Some called it the wildest trade of the decade. Even Luka looked stunned. He admitted the news felt unreal, like some kind of prank. The man looked emotional, and who wouldn't? Dallas was his home from day one, and suddenly he belonged to Los Angeles. But Lakers fans embraced him instantly, almost like they'd been waiting for a basketball savior. A little sad about losing AD, but they got prime Luka, setting them up for the next 10 to 15 years.
By the time Luka stepped onto that stage at the Lakers' official press event, the message was loud and clear. Pelinka and the front office didn't even try to hide their excitement. Pelinka spoke about Luka like he was the new centerpiece of the entire franchise, the foundation of a whole new era. And when you look at the timing of everything, it made the whole situation feel chaotic in a way nobody saw coming. LeBron was dealing with that calf and foot issue, the kind of injury that made him miss the start of the season for the first time in decades. Call it unlucky, call it ironic, but it meant he couldn't step up right away while the franchise suddenly shifted its energy toward a brand new superstar. Then came the interviews, and LeBron's reaction said everything without him trying. He admitted he thought the trade was a joke at first. He said he couldn't believe Anthony Davis was gone, and it didn't feel real until he saw Luka in Laker gear on camera. To be clear, LeBron didn't have a problem with Luka joining him. He actually liked the idea of another elite talent next to him. What he didn't expect was how fast everyone around the franchise would turn toward Luka like he was the new leader overnight. Just like that, the foundation was set. A trade meant to shake up Dallas turned into a full reset for Los Angeles. The league's spotlight shifted, fans went wild, the front office changed direction, and LeBron, the man who built the Lakers, suddenly looked like he wasn't the top priority anymore. The locker room tension explodes. Here's where the story starts getting messy, because once Luka Doncic arrived, this wasn't some simple jersey swap. This felt like someone flipped the entire locker room upside down. A few weeks after the trade, rumors started buzzing, and insiders claimed the energy in LA was completely different. Hovan Buha, one of the strongest voices covering the Lakers, said there's real concern inside the building. Frustration, confusion, uncertainty. Some players and staff don't even know what this team stands for anymore. If you're still watching and want to see how this power struggle plays out, don't forget to hit that subscribe button and drop a comment below telling us whose side you're on. To really understand how much this rattled LeBron, you have to look at his entire history. His whole career has been built around control, shaping rosters, guiding decisions, and influencing every move his teams made. Until Luka stepped in and changed the dynamic. Look back at Cleveland. During his first stint, he was frustrated because he felt management wasn't building a real contender around him. When he returned in 2014, everything changed instantly. The front office traded for Kevin Love because LeBron wanted it. Coaching wasn't even safe. David Blatt got fired mid-season despite winning games, and LeBron's preferred assistant, Tyronn Lue, was promoted. He even used short contracts to keep leverage and apply pressure, forcing front offices to stay in win-now mode. And in Los Angeles, that leg GM nickname didn't come from nowhere. He pushed for Anthony Davis, demanded roster upgrades, and yes, his influence definitely played a role in the Lakers drafting his son, Bronny.
LeBron has always controlled the narrative until this moment, because the Lakers didn't just ignore him once Luka arrived. They shifted all the treatment, respect, and attention he used to receive straight onto Luka instead. The priority meetings, the body language, the way players looked at him, it all moved toward Luka almost instantly. Things got so intense that rumors started spreading about LeBron confronting Luka over who's really running the team. That argument reportedly got close to a real altercation, and teammates had to choose sides just to calm things down. They tried to hide it, but cracks started showing during a recent game. After a timeout, LeBron shook another teammate's hand, but left Luka hanging completely. That wasn't some harmless gesture. That was a power signal. LeBron has spent decades at the top, calling plays and steering teams, but now there's someone younger, more explosive, and generating the kind of hype that naturally challenges everything he's built. The attention, the love, the media praise, it's all shifting, and LeBron can feel the aura he built over decades being tested. People are starting to ask the question LeBron never wanted to hear. Is this still his team, or has Luka already taken over quietly? The numbers don't lie. Ever since Luka Doncic showed up, everyone from young teammates to old-school icons has been tilting in his direction. Take Austin Reeves, for example. After a big win, he joked that he usually doesn't hype Luka too much, but he still called him one of the best players in the league. He even praised Luka's leadership and the way he elevates everyone around him. Reeves basically said, "Luka is the one we're rolling with." That's a strong message. Once news of Luka's arrival spread, legends around the league started chiming in too. Kevin Durant said Luka joining the Lakers gives LeBron a legit shot at extending his career another 3 years. What Kevin was getting at was subtle but sharp. No matter the tension or the power struggle, Luka is actually shaping LeBron's path and legacy. This isn't just hype. The future of the franchise is shifting right in front of everyone. The numbers back it up. Before Luka arrived, the Lakers' offense was solid, but nowhere near explosive. After the trade, everything changed. According to tracking data, the Lakers' three-point attempt rate jumped from 34.3 to 42.3 per 100 possessions. That's a jump from near the bottom of the league to top 3 in volume.
That kind of spacing forces defenses to stretch way out, and it plays perfectly into Luka's hands. Once the paint opens up, shooters get cleaner looks, role players get more room, and the whole offense starts breathing differently. That's not luck, that's a system redesigned around Luka's strengths. With him on the floor, the Lakers' offensive rating climbed to 116.1, pushing them into top 7 territory. In his first game back against the Mavericks, just weeks after the blockbuster deal, Luka dropped 19 points, grabbed 15 rebounds, and dished 12 assists for his first triple-double as a Laker. That marked the 81st triple-double of his career. Imagine being Dallas's front office watching that and realizing what you let go. Over his first stretch in LA, he's been averaging around 27 to 28 points, 8.2 rebounds, and 7.5 to 8 assists per game. Those aren't just great numbers, they're franchise-shifting numbers. Because Luka draws so much attention, teammates like Austin Reeves and Jackson Hayes are seeing their impact rise too. Pick-and-roll efficiency with Luka running it jumped from about 0.92 points per possession to 1.18 points per possession. Players who looked ordinary before suddenly have the space to shine because defenses can't collapse the paint the way they used to.
The power shift is complete. Let's talk usage. Luka is commanding a massive 33.8% of the Lakers' offense this season. That's basically 1 out of every 3 plays running through him. Meanwhile, LeBron's usage has dipped down to roughly 28.8%, showing the offense simply isn't relying on him the way it used to. The ball is flowing through Luka, and the results speak for themselves. Luka is putting up 28.2 points, 8.1 rebounds, and 7.5 assists in about 35 minutes a night. LeBron is delivering 24.4 points, 7.8 rebounds, and 8.2 assists in similar minutes, but the efficiency tilt leans heavily toward Luka. He's maintaining elite true shooting numbers while carrying the weight of constant defensive pressure. But here's where things get even more interesting. It's not just Luka's on-court dominance that's changing the balance of power. The Lakers' front office is sending signals louder than any stat sheet could. Remember that tunnel moment? After the game, LeBron and Luka walked in, and Rob Pelinka didn't follow LeBron. He followed Luka. You don't need any fancy degree to decode that message. That was a power move. Pelinka silently saying, "This is our guy now." The evidence is everywhere. Luka is reportedly meeting with Pelinka more than anyone else, discussing rotations, roster moves, long-term vision, stuff only the franchise face gets access to. Marketing promos are quietly shifting toward Luka. Season ticket ads and social campaigns are already putting him front and center. Insiders say the Lakers have officially entered a post-LeBron era, and management is planning for the future without disguising it. Pelinka even said publicly that the Lakers are building around Luka for the next decade. So what exactly did LeBron expect? That he would sit on the throne forever? That the franchise would keep giving him the upper hand no matter what? Because now the tension is bubbling over, and you can see LeBron trying, maybe even struggling, to reclaim control. Some nights it feels like he's trying to take the steering wheel back by force. He'll grab the ball and slow down plays that should flow through Luka, stopping the offense just to run things his way. Plays meant for the new leader suddenly get rerouted, and you can feel the tug of war on the court. And in interviews, LeBron has started hinting about experience, leadership, and knowing how to guide a team, little jabs aimed at Luka without saying names. The media and fans turn.
What makes this worse for LeBron is the outside noise. The media and other NBA players have not made this transition gentle. As soon as Luka got traded, every sports show, every analyst, even current players flipped the conversation. It wasn't, can LeBron and Luka coexist anymore? It became, is Luka now the new face of the league? Some analysts are saying the shift is already happening. Paul Pierce even said they're going to let LeBron groom Luka to be the face of the league in LA. That's a wild thing to hear when LeBron has spent his entire career being the face of everything. On ESPN's post-trade breakdown, one analyst called this move the wildest swap in years, even bigger than the formation of the Big Three era. And yes, that's the same Big Three LeBron was part of. Pundits are openly debating whether the Lakers are using LeBron as a bridge, a temporary vet until Luka fully takes over. Social media is going crazy, memes of Luka carrying LeBron, fans chanting Luka's name, highlight edits flipping the narrative every day. Even in TV interviews, vets and analysts talk more about Luka's future than LeBron's history. They're mentioning Luka's global appeal, merch sales, ticket demand, all the things franchises look at when choosing their long-term identity. But the media hype didn't just shake up the league, it hit the fan base like a live wire. And now Laker Nation is turning on LeBron in real time. You see it everywhere, from comment sections to fans arguing outside the arena like they're settling a family dispute. You've got the younger crowd, especially Gen Z, who are completely locked in on Luka. They're posting clips, making edits, breaking down plays, calling him the future of LA without hesitation. But here's the part LeBron didn't expect. Older fans, the ones who lived through Kobe, Magic, MJ, and the Showtime Lakers, they're sliding toward Luka too. Luka reminds them of that old-school mix of skill, toughness, and flair, and they've seen this storyline play out before. They know what a real torch-passing moment feels like. These fans watched Magic hand the glow to Kobe, then watched the franchise wander for years without a true heir, and now Luka shows up, and suddenly that electricity is back. That shift is dangerous for LeBron, because once the fans choose their new hero, the organization usually follows fast. Magic had his army, Kobe had his army, Shaq had his army, and now Luka is slowly building his own based on performance, charisma, and the belief that he's the one carrying the Lakers into the next decade. The final verdict.
So now here's the big question, the one nobody on TV wants to say out loud, but every fan debates anyway. Is this the end of the LeBron era, or did Luka already take the throne simply by being better, younger, and more explosive right now? Are the Lakers already operating in a post-LeBron chapter? Because everything, the marketing, the rotations, the way players talk about the future, feels like the franchise is already pivoting toward Luka. And here's the truth the NBA can't ignore. Luka is the future, LeBron is the past, and Los Angeles has already chosen who they're rocking with next. So let me ask you, whose side are you on? Drop your thoughts in the comments below. If you enjoyed this deep dive into the Lakers drama, make sure to like this video, share it with your basketball friends, and subscribe so you don't miss our next breakdown. We've got more explosive NBA content coming your way.